What's up, guys? This is Godly333, and this is a domination game on Radiation. The gameplay's not amazing. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it, though. I get a lot of kills and, not too many deaths. So, enjoy that. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. However, what I am going to talk about is Prom. What happened before and what happened after and even during Prom, because there's a lot to talk about. I got 10 minutes to do it, so, I'll probably just get started now. Alright. So before prom, you have to get dressed and stuff like that. I went over to my date's house and we had pictures taken and stuff like that. That was fun. I gave her the corsage and she gave me the boutonniere. And if you don't know if you don't really know about prom and like what you're supposed to do, or anything really about it at all, corsage is basically like a flower that you have to put on that you get like the girl puts it on their wrist, and the boutonniere is basically something that goes on your goes on your suit, and it's another like flowery thing, and you buy those like a little earlier than the actual prom night itself, and so that they're like ready to go in the on the day that you are actually going to prom. So that was cool. We got pictures taken. It was a good time, and so that was leading up into the pre-party. So going to the pre-party at this point, it was at this guy's house named Steven. He has a lot of money. His parents have a lot of money, and so they said that they'd been planning to have this party for about as long as Steven had been alive. So the party was very, very swishy, and it was fantastic. They even had like in the ground, they had a thing that said "Class of 2011." It was like a concrete slab that like had the words "Class of 2011" written into it. So that was really cool. It was just a really good time. They had caterers and stuff like that. But one of the good things about it is that the caterers were serving chocolate milk, because in Canada, chocolate milk is a pretty hot commodity. You don't there's a lot of strict regulations around chocolate milk because of the harsh health effects that it can have. When you're on that sugar rush, you really don't know what kind of decisions you're going to make. So they tend to leave it for only the adults. So chocolate milk is kind of out of bounds for kids. But what they allowed us to have chocolate milk at this party, so we were all very happy about this turnout. Chocolate milk is although it's not like strictly speaking legal, pretty much everyone drinks it. It's a kind of a dumb rule in Canada, but chocolate milk, you gotta just get it whenever you can take it. Anyways, moving on. That was actually, no, not moving on. The pre-party was very fun. Hung out with parents of my date and my friends, who I never even really knew their parents that well, but I kind of talked to them for a while anyway. I wore a tuxedo. I think I should mention I wore my dad's tuxedo, and it's not like it's like an outdated tuxedo, but it is a very nice tuxedo. I really, really like what I wore. It was a Armani, I think, and it was like really, really nice. It's just like I can't believe I fit into it. First of all, that was pretty cool that I actually managed to fit in, because my dad is really a lot bigger than I am. But yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll just move into prom now. From Steven's house, we got a limousine bus. So basically, it's like a big like party bus that you just all get in this party bus and you go on, and it's you just get driven to prom in that bus. So we were lucky enough to have that done. We all pitched around $25 to actually get it. It was probably really expensive, because you can fit around 30 people in there, and that's how many we had. And 25 bucks a piece. That's it's quite a bit of money. That's substantial. But yeah, it was really fun. Like the thing about it is that the music was kind of like distorted, because the like speakers were sort of outdated, I think, and probably a little bit broken. But so the music was a little bit like subpar. But I was with a lot of people that were really cool, so that was pretty fun. Thank you to Miranda, if she ever watches this, which I seriously doubt that she'll ever watch this. But thank you for setting up that ride. That was really cool. Anyways. at prom. It was pretty uneventful. The DJ was a little less than I would have expected. He played a lot of old stuff, but it was like he did kind of a good job considering that he had to play like top 40 stuff. But that was really cool. And at this point, you know, in the middle of prom, we'd all sort of lost our chocolate milk buzz. Because you know chocolate milk, the effects of the sugar only last for so long, and then you're kind of back to reality again after that. So we were all kind of getting bored and tired from not having any chocolate milk to drink. But because all that's another thing I should mention is that there's very strict regulations, especially at prom, to for chocolate milk. You're not allowed to bring in any chocolate milk. That's very against the rules, so you can actually get kicked out. There are occasionally people who try to sneak in chocolate milk, but it doesn't usually end well. One of the funny parts of the night, rather, at prom was when they opened the doors to the balcony. Because when they opened the doors to the balcony, all the people who eat lollipops, which lollipops are a disgusting habit, and I don't condone the eating of lollipops. It's you like if you do eat lollipops, you should really try to quit. They are detrimental for your health, and I hope that you guys will not eat lollipops ever if you haven't already started, and if you have started, I suggest you stop. But anyways, all the people that eat lollipops ran out into the balcony, ran out the balcony because it is not allowed to eat lollipops indoors at prom. So they had to wait until the doors were open, and they were kind of, I think the people who were setting up prom were kind of being mean by not allowing them to eat their lollipops inside because, or not opening the balcony rather, because that really made things kind of difficult for them for a while because they are a very addictive thing. And so, anyways, I found that pretty funny because they all ran out the door as fast as they could when they finally opened the doors to the balcony. But yeah, moving on to the after party, which is only the first after party, so I'm gonna have to speed this up a little bit. The after party was really good because there was an excess of chocolate milk, and in fact, there were a lot of different kinds of chocolate milk. They had chocolate milk, and they had like regular chocolate milk. They had just straight milk, which you know for like the people who didn't want to have the effects of milk. But they had strawberry flavored milk, and they had like really cool flavors of milk. So there was a lot of milk to be drank at this after party. So that lasted until I was there till around 3 a.m. actually, and then that's when I went to Blythe's house, who lived like right next door to the after party. And when it was time for us to leave the after party, Blythe and a couple of my friends went over to Blythe's house, and we all hung out in the hot tub for a while, and we drank some more chocolate milk, and called it a night. I went home at around 4 5 a.m. and it was really cool. Now here's where it gets really good, because the weekend. A lot of people go to Wasaga Beach, which is the longest freshwater beach in Canada. So whenever people go to Wasaga Beach, it's really like a hip hopping and party spot. Hip hopping and that's this never forget I ever said that, but it's a very hip spot. So you know you go there and you hang out with your friends, and it's all really cool. But I didn't get to go because my parents weren't okay with me hanging out at a campsite. So what I managed to do is Blythe, the same girl who I went to her house, she ended up having one of her friends, Sam, actually had a cottage there. So we ended up going to a cottage in Wasaga Beach, and we were able to hang out there. And the coolest thing about it was that while Miranda's house had a lot of different flavors of chocolate milk, they actually ended up having a lot of different flavors of chocolate milk at Sam's cottage. So we did a lot of drinking of different flavors of chocolate milk. So that was really cool, and we made even special milk Jello that if you put milk into Jello, you can't even taste when you drink it. You can't even taste the milk at all. It tastes just like Jello, and it actually hardens just to be like Jello. So that's called a Jello shot, I think. So that was really cool, and so that's pretty much my explanation of the night. We ended up drinking a lot of chocolate milk over the weekend. We ended up staying till around till Sunday at around 7 p.m. or something, and went home, and it was really cool. So That's pretty much my entire explanation of Prom. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a little like and a rating, and maybe even subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Also, if you didn't get the euphemisms, then that's cool. We did a lot of chocolate milk drinking, but if you did get the euphemisms, then you know the idea. You know what was going on. But like I hope you got the euphemisms because I worked really hard on those. But yeah, that's the end of the gameplay. I think I went around 50 and 12 or something, 58 and 12. We'll see in a second. Anyways, see you guys later. I'll leave you guys to watch the last little bit of this gameplay. Bye bye.